So, are you guys ready to record?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Hello, welcome to 4445, a 15-minute celebration that gets you to 5 o'clock. I'm your host, Colton Pratt.
I'm Katie, your best friend.
And I'm Caden, your mortal enemies.
Animus. So Caden is our mortal animus. I think he just cheated. He's with me today. I think he just cheated. It's all the holiday.
I didn't.
You didn't? Okay, don't.
Where?
On the other tab has
Wait,
it.
what is today's day?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to tell you a question.
It's like he's holding a cheeseburger in front of me. It's like, don't eat the cheeseburger. Because I definitely did just look at the day, but I don't no clue what it is.
Okay, so don't look at the cheeseburger, Caden.
I did, because you're literally telling me to look at the cheeseburger.
So today is National Don't Look at the Cheeseburger Day. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. So today's question is, what is something that is a small inconvenience that annoys you way more than it should?
Probably when, like, I'm walking and, like, my pants or my short or my shirt catches on, like, a doorknob or a door handle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, because it takes, like, 2 seconds out of my day, but it literally happened, like, four times when I was walking inside Colton's house today. My bag caught on every door.
It did. I kept stopping and be like, here, I'll help you, like, pushing them off for him. Katie, do you have one?
Yes, I do.
Let me hear it.
When the establishment that I work has a to-go order option.
Wait. You're not allowed to talk bad about the establishment at which you work.
How come it's an
This is my
establishment
small
now? I
annoyance.
thought we knew what it was.
Oh, Katie, tomorrow's the last day anyway, it's fine. Katie, tell us about your establishment at which you work.
I work at a Texas Roadhouse. I love
The
them.
establishment.
My people, my home. It's where I belong. It's where I feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I work at Texas Roadhouse, and we have a very good to-go system that you can order to Texas Roadhouse to go and sit outside, and we'll deliver it to your car. But all of the orders come with a 4-pack of bread, unless you upgrade it to a 6-pack, an 8-pack, or a dozen.
Yep.
And the to-go people, the employees who run the to-go, are always coming over when they get an order. They have to get a 4-pack of bread from me. Some of the employees will get an order and immediately bring me a bag and say, when you have enough bread, please give me a 4-pack. Here's the bag for it. And some of them will not do that. They will be like, hello, I haven't had any orders yet, but here's 20 bags. So when you just want to fill those up, I would love those. And then they come back later like, why didn't you fill up my 20 bags yet? Like, I need like 4 or 5 4-packs now. I'm like, well, because I didn't know you needed those. You just gave me a bunch of bags without telling me any instructions.
That's a garbage. Like, I don't know which one annoys you more yet. I think it's the second one, but
it's the second one. I want them to bring me a bag when they get. I want them to get the order in. I want them to bring me the bags to that order, and then I will fill it as quick as I can and give it to you. When you give me 20 bags, I don't know how many you need, and then if I start filling all 20 bags, I'll run out of bread for the actual restaurant.
Man, this podcast has gotten a lot of content out of bread. This content,
I freaking love bread. I love my job.
What?
No, it's not dissing. I love my job.
I think the two most common things that we talk about on this podcast is bread from Texas Roadhouse and, like, bacon. Like, we talk about pigs and bacon-related things so often, and bread. So, I don't know, let's keep that streak going, I guess. Katie, I have another small inconvenience that I saw Caden had while you were talking. We're drinking pop out of glass bottles that have, like, the twist-off lids. I don't know if Caden knows. They're not supposed to twist back on. They're not supposed to be able to do that. But
it did, though.
But I watched Kane over there for like 30 seconds struggle to twist it back on, and every time it popped back off, he got more and more annoyed looking at me. So yeah, that's apparently another small convenience when your bottle doesn't do what it's not supposed to do. But for me, the biggest inconvenience is when I'm trying to shut the back door, and the stupid rug by the back door, like, develops like a random little hump, and when you try to shut it, and like, you know what I'm talking about? And it like blocks the door. And it's the worst. And honestly, it's terrible, but I don't know why. But today we're celebrating it because today is National Lumpy Rug Day.
Is that really what Lumpy Rug means, or does it mean something different? Oh, it really does
National
mean
Lumpy
that.
Rug Day on May 3rd each year takes 2 approaches to celebrating.
2.
Some people view the day as appreciate a good, clean rug and incorporate it into spring cleaning. Along with this view is the idea to enjoy the old lumpy rugs and the comfort they have brought to your home. Oh, this is actually really good. The other view regarding this day is that we sometimes sweep unwelcome facts and issues under the rug. We often take bad news we want to be ignored and tuck it away so we can avoid it. That's how we sweep them under the rug. I like the explanation of what sweeping something under the rug means. Like, I didn't know that. Though it really doesn't any good. So basically the idea is one day is celebrating, like, cleaning up your house and feeling nice about your old stuff. The other day is celebrating all the stuff that you avoid doing this year. And I don't know, it doesn't mention, like, getting out in the open. It just mentions, like, we're celebrating that. So, do you guys have any things that you've been avoiding that you want to celebrate?
Go lump that rug.
Anything that you've lumped your rug with that you want to celebrate?
I need to finish packing because since I'm leaving my college tomorrow, I need to get all of my whole dorm room is all dirty because I let my roommates leave without making them clean because I was like, oh, I'll be here for a couple extra days. I'll just do it.
That's awesome.
And now it's all dirty, and now I've swept under the rug the fact that I have to actually sweep.
That was a lumpy rug?
Man, you made it such a lumpy rug. I think, by the way, I just had a thought. I think telling people to go lump their rug is better than telling them to check their wiener. So I think that should be our new ending is tell friends to go lump their rugs.
Go lump that rug.
I'll lump the rugs.
So Kane, do you have any things that you're shoving on the rug recently?
Homework that I do in 2 hours.
Nice. Well, my answer was going to be, I have a final for a college class, final essay due on Wednesday. And I've had it for 2 days and it's the final revision. So he gave me like 18 different things he wants me to fix. That is due Wednesday. I've had it for 2 weeks and I haven't done anything yet. So I'm going to do those on Wednesday. And my lug will be utterly lumpy and gross until then. So I like the idea of celebrating wild, lumpy, stupid, like, things that, like, we need more holidays like this, where we're just celebrating lumpy rugs. Like, really?
Instead of celebrating something good, let's celebrate something bad.
This is not bad, Caden. You're saying celebrating just ignoring bad things that you do. That's bad, yeah.
Because normally we celebrate things like empanadas.
Those are good.
Australia.
It's a good continent.
And then
Bacon.
Yeah,
lots of bacon.
like 14 times.
We just love celebrating bacon,
We might as well
man.
change our name to the Bacon Podcast because we are professionals on it.
Is there a bacon podcast? We should make a bacon podcast.
Now.
Yeah, we are the bacon podcast.
We are.
I thought there is a bacon podcast.
Bacon / Texas Roadhouse / bread.
I feel that if any listeners ever have a silly, stupid holiday like Lumpy Rug Day that they want to be celebrated, they should email us at FOR445PODCAST@gmail.com. Email us your holiday. We might celebrate it. It'll be a nice, happy way to, like, just get through. We'll share our holidays with the world, with the universe.
The universe of the world.
Unless they're serious things. Like, we don't want to... Today, the options that we had for what holiday celebrating are Lumpy Rug Day, Skin Cancer Day, Memorial Day. And so, like, I'm glad that we chose Lumpy, because those days...
Skin cancer.
So, boo is bad, but, like, I appreciate that it's a thing. But I'm saying, if you have a holiday you want to celebrate, make sure it's something silly like Lumpy Rug Day, and not something, like, real. It's hard to make jokes about skin cancer. That's the thing. And
that's not that hard.
I feel like we could have done that one. We could have done Mom's Melanoma Day and celebrated my mom and her missing ear.
Yeah, she did. Okay, let's talk about some melanoma stuff. My mom had melanoma, skin cancer in her ear, and so she had part of
it was on her ear.
It's on her ear, not in. And so she had part of her ear removed, and they replaced it. They went way up deep in her nose and stole cartilage from inside of her nose and used nose cartilage to replace her ear.
And scalp skin.
And scalp skin. So her ear does grow long scalp hairs now because they use scalp skin.
She shaves it.
So she shaves it pretty regularly because the top of her ear grows hair now. So that's pretty fun.
I think that's really cool. It's like a little toupee.
Honestly, I
think she should not shave it. I think she should just leave it.
Me too.
I like scars. I think scars are cool. Like, it's a story to tell most of the time. I have a scar on my face because my hair is crazy and I get lots of ingrown hairs. Hate that. There's no story to that. But I like scars that have a story. I like scars that have a story.
I have a story about a scar on my leg.
Tell me.
One time...
Look at the mic, though.
Sorry. Forgot we were on a podcast. One time, because I work at a restaurant, and I was taking out the trash, and there was a piece of glass sticking out, and it went shing, and it cut my leg, but it cut super deep, but there was like no blood for some reason. So I thought, I'll just leave it. And I was just like very slowly just dripping blood.
That's terrible.
And I was hoping I only had like an hour left, and I was like, I'll just deal with it later. I don't want to interrupt anybody. And then all of a sudden, some guy was like, "What happened to your leg?" And I was like, "I have no idea." I acted like nothing. I acted like I didn't even know it was there. You don't hurt at all, though.
Yeah, you don't want to file a work accident for that. That's nothing. Speaking of slowly dripping blood, we're going off topic a little bit, but that's perfect. That's what we do in the show.
I don't want to talk about slowly dripping blood. It's so gross and makes my
This is a good one. This is a good one. It's not about humans. It's about dogs. The other day, our neighbors were at our house, and they threw the toy over the edge of our balcony for our dogs to get. And Lucy and Wally, our two dogs, both very aggressively trying to catch the ball, rammed face to face into each other. And
babies!
And Lucy's tooth hit Wally's gum, and Wally's gum started bleeding. And Wally's tooth hit Lucy's tongue, and Lucy's tongue started bleeding. We didn't realize Wally was bleeding at first because he didn't even. Lucy yipped and came away like limping, scratching at her face. So I was like, "Oh no, Luce!" I caught her up and I was like touching. I saw her bleeding everywhere, so I put her inside. I was like wiping up her blood, and I walked outside and looked at Wally, and he was just bleeding out of the mouth. He didn't care even a little bit. He had no reaction, and I was like, "Oh no, Wally!" And I came in. I started cleaning Wally up. So neither of our dogs seemed to care even a little bit that they started leaking blood everywhere. But yeah, so it's been a good lumpy rug day, I think. No bleeding yet from any of us. No scars from anything. And no melanoma for us. I hope there's no melanoma for anybody.
I also hope that.
We'll be, I can't remember the word is.
We'll be very aware of melanoma. And
So,
it's serious.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's very serious. We are not making jokes about it. Back to the holiday. What did you learn, Caden?
I learned...
It's the first time in a long time I've watched Cade's face do that, and I saw him get surprised by the fact that I asked him. He wasn't ready for it, and so his lip quivered as he very quickly tried to think of a thing that he learned. What'd you learn, Cade? Let's hear it.
I had you gave me 20 seconds to think about something that I learned, and I still... this is something that I really did learn. I learned that these things are not resealable, even though I did it 4 times.
Glass Coke bottles aren't resealable.
Glass Coke bottles. Actually, it's not Coke.
Glass pop bottles. Katie, what did you learn, woman?
Lumpy Rug woman?
I learned that we talk about bread a lot, and R.I.P. Katie's Texas Roadhouse job.
R.I.P. Katie's. Katie, well, 2 things. First thing, I learned that Katie's allowed to talk bad about Texas Roadhouse, kind of. And I also learned that...
I wasn't talking bad about it.
That's all you do is talk. You even said one thing good. Katie, say one thing good.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I learned that Katie's quitting tomorrow.
I love it. It's
Katie, give us all your complaints about Texas Roadhouse, because you're quitting tomorrow. They can't do anything about it.
Exactly.
I don't have any complaints about Texas Roadhouse.
You just gave 14 of them.
Katie, spill the tea.
That wasn't about Texas Roadhouse. That was about to-go employees.
Katie, is Texas Roadhouse bread even bread?
Katie, this is breaking news.
Is
the butter made out of milk?
No, it's a fresh baked bread. It's not made of milk. It's made of 6 ounces of yeast and 1 cup of sugar and 2 gallons of milk between. No, not milk.
Oh no! Good thing you're done tomorrow, Katie.
All right. Thank you guys all so much for listening. Katie, if they want to go find us on Instagram and TikTok, where should they go?
Go to the search bar and click it. Well, go to Instagram and TikTok first. Go to the search bar and click it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I type when I say a letter, type a letter. When I say a number, type a number. Ready?
Yeah.
Go. FOR445PODCAST. And then on Twitter, go to the search bar. Ready? Go. When I say letter, type a letter. When I say a number, type a number. FOR445_PODCAST. Remember when Grace told us to make that faster? I will never.
I feel like you made it slower.
I just had a great idea. Here's the idea. At some point, if I get one of those things that you can push a button and it'll play a sound, you know those things? What are they called? Soundboards?
A soundboard?
If I get one of those, I should make a backing track for you to sing that song. So when I say, Katie, I can click the button and you can sing something about on Instagram, go to, and then you can say the things on TikTok.
On Instagram, go.
No, I'm saying the backing track will say on Instagram, go to, and then you can sing.
Number.
Okay, don't do this. Anyway, all right. Thank you guys all for listening to 445. I'm Colton Pratt.
And I'm
Katie Pratt, your bestie.
Not say your name.
And I'm Caden. I'm last.
I'm last.
And I'm your mortal enemies.
All right. all you people go out there and lump your rug.
Go lump that rug, baby.
I love you.
Okay, you ready to start?
Obviously.
So, are you fellow hosts ready to record?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's do it. Hello, welcome to 4-4-45. 15-minute celebration to get you to the best hour of the day. 5 o'clock. I'm your host, Caden Vandergrift.
I'm your friend, Colton Pratt.
I'm your friend, Katie Pratt.
No, man, that was an amazing Katie version. Okay,
That
so
was practically Katie. I couldn't
this
tell
is
the
our
difference.
friend, Kyle Dennis. Say hi, Kyle, in your voice. You can do now.
Hi, everyone.
We told him to do a Katie impression. He did an amazing job. It was a perfect Katie impression.
I agree.
So yeah, today Katie is driving home from college, which is a big deal. It's amazing. So Kyle's here to celebrate because he's also an expert on the day's holiday. Kaden, you want to give us the question to get us into the holiday?
Here is the great question
Okay, I'm ready.
coming up for today.
Okay.
You are in a void of space. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
You got
ready.
a big ship coming at you at the right.
Mm-hmm.
Another ship coming at you to the left. They're in a war, okay, guys?
Mm-hmm.
You are in a smaller but, like, faster ship, I guess.
Okay.
They're coming at each other head on. How would you stop the collision?
Oh.
You have all the resources you could ever imagine. If you want to use a
Magical power.
pickle
Oh, a pickle.
to stop it, you could. You have
could I use-
everything to your ability, to your advantage, or whatever.
Can I make my gun shoot billiards balls?
You can do whatever you want, Colton.
I feel like billiards balls is a great weapon because if at high speeds they could do some damage, man.
Right.
I feel like
They
would.
could,
I feel
yeah.
like they would feel like they would hurt. So yeah, I think I would do that.
But how are you going to stop the ship with that?
Shoot it with billiard ball, man. I don't know. It'll work.
So all you're going to do is put a bunch of holes in the ship to the point where it just hits, but it's just like the exact same. It doesn't do anything, Colton. That's a terrible plan.
No, I'm doing like a Swiss cheese strategy because you didn't say how small my ship was. So I'm going to make a Swiss cheese and fly through the hole I made in the other ship.
I said your ship was pretty small.
Yeah, it's small enough to go through a billiard hole. I think so.
So you're just going to fly through that hole.
Yep.
And how is that going to stop the other ship from hitting the other one?
Oh, but my small ship is flying through the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Colton,
it.
there's two
That's it.
ships going together, Colton. You're not part of those two ships. You are a
Oh,
separate
I
ship.
didn't need to stop. I'm sorry. I'm stopping two other ships.
Yes.
So far, my third unrelated ship has attacked the big one and it flowed through a hole. And now I'm trying to stop. Now I turn back around and, man, I don't know.
Because Colton, if the question was how do you stop the collision, the answer is you go up, or you go to the right, or you go to the left.
Well, if they both go to the right, then they still collide. You need to coordinate.
You turn on your turn signal, Colton.
Okay,
Duh.
so the small ship turns on its turn signal, the big ship turns on, and they both just swerve out of the way. That's the way I would do it. Kyle, what would you do?
I just kind of hope and pray that nothing bad happens.
Kyle, I like
That is a
I
great
like
plan.
Kyle's reliance is just like, man, I hope I don't die. I love it. You're not in the collision apparently. I hope those two ships don't crash. Man, that's a great plan. Caden, I think we already all know, but will you tell us what today's holiday is?
Today is
Hello?
I'm here. Don't worry. I'm just kidding. I'm
Okay.
trying to build. I'm building up the suspense.
Building suspense. Sorry, Kevin.
Today
Sorry.
is National Bird Day.
No, it's not. Caden.
Nope.
Today is National Star Wars Day, May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you guys.
Fun fact.
Ready
Kyle,
for it.
don't kill me for this, buddy. The last Star Wars movie I've seen was the one with Jabba the Hutt and Princess Leia. I've not
Oh my
seen one since
gosh. Return of the Jedi?
Oh man.
then. I don't know, buddy. You got it.
The reason we've chosen Kyle as our special guest is he is the person I think who knows the most about Star Wars of any of the friends that I know. So that's
Agreed.
why I chose Kyle as our saving grace for today's episode. Kyle, do you have any fun facts right off the bat? Any fun Star Wars facts that you want to share right off the bat?
Oh, let's see. Mace Windu never had a Padawan.
Okay, so that's a fun fact about Star Wars that I literally don't get.
I don't get that either. But I'm sure somebody else does.
Usually, every Jedi member on the Jedi Council has had a Padawan in training, but Mace Windu has never had a Padawan, and I think it's because of the way that he fights in his form.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's neat. I've watched all of the Star Wars movies, maybe except for New Hope, once, I think. Yeah, I've watched them all once, other than New Hope. So you say Mace Windu, and I'm like, okay, I'm picturing who I think it is. I'm following now.
Just so you guys know, I can confirm that Kyle is the Star Wars guru because we sit next to each other in a class, and there's been like a few days where I look over and he's making a Star Wars Quizlet, and his questions and his answers I don't even understand. And then he takes other people's Star Wars Quizlets and he gets perfect on them and gets first every time. Every time. Like
you're not wrong.
Hi, sorry to interrupt. This is Caden and Colton coming here. We just wanted to let you know about our sponsor for today. Today's episode is presented by The Skin Store. For over 20 years, The Skin Store has been the #1 destination for premium skincare, hair care, and beauty products. With over 8,000 different products from 300 different brands, The Skin Store has you covered for all your hair, cosmetic, supplements, and of course, skincare needs. Caden, what brands could I find on there?
You can find your favorite brands like Elta, MD, New Face, Olaplex, and more, all in one place with gifts with every purchase. Right now, the Skin Store is offering our listeners 20% off your next purchase by using the code POD. That's code POD, like podcast. For 20% off your next purchase at skinstore.com /pod.list. Skin Store. Have the confidence to tackle the day ahead. Exclusions do apply though, guys. So I would get
so
on
be
that.
aware of those.
Yep. Be so aware. Be so scared of the exclusions because they're bad.
All right. Now back to the episode.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you that a fun fact that I know. So in the cantina scene, you know the cantina scene?
Yep.
Nope.
In the original movie when it first came out, Han Solo shot the guy without the other guy ever firing. And then it was later edited in the DVD release so that the other guy shot first, and Han Solo's head was digitally edited to dodge the bullet, and then Han shot to make it so it wasn't just a murder; it was acting in self-defense.
Yep.
Did you guys know that Yoda was almost played by a monkey?
What? No, is that a fake?
I actually did not know that.
Bam!
Is this real?
I'm the Star Wars guru.
Was this real? Wait.
I just looked it up. Mashable.com. That's my source.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
use those .com sources. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Very reliable, Kyle.
To be fair, I'm using Wikipedia. I'm currently rapidly Googling things on Wikipedia because I'm trying to find the facts. And, Wikipedia... Sorry, I'm going off topic for a second. I saw a thing. Wikipedia is actually super duper, accurate most of the time. Like, there was a dude who, he posted about this. He said, I was intentionally trying to sabotage Wikipedia pages, but my account got banned because the first thing he changed, he was trying to make small changes first. His account got banned for association with a page and editing a page that got a ship wrong by a few centimeters. And so he wasn't able to make bad edits because he got a ship wrong by a few centimeters. That was the first edit they found that he got wrong, and they banned him. That's wild.
Jeesh. Do you guys want to know another fact? This might be mind-blowing. It is
hear.
mind-blowing. Yoda is not a puppet, or a Muppet. Just in case we were all concerned if Yoda was a Muppet. He's not. That's the number... That's the number 9 fact on here. 8 fact, sorry, number 8.
Yoda's not a Muppet was one of the facts?
Yeah, all the other ones are pretty good. Actually, I'd say there's 30 of them, and I'd say about 20 of them are about Yoda for some reason.
It's because Yoda is a powerful Jedi.
I guess.
And everyone remembers Yoda. I've never forgot Yoda.
And did you guys know the sound of the TIE fighter engine is actually an elephant?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Do you guys want to know something fun?
Yep.
You know, in the cantina, that band of people that have the big heads that play music for you?
Yeah.
You know, their band is called Friggin' Dan and the Modal Nodes. Friggin' Dan and the Modal Nodes. And I'm going to tell you, there's a 7-member band that plays a space version of the music genre jazz. This is not a joke. In space, this version is called Jizz. And I'll tell you the seven members' names.
Wait, Jizz?
Yes. Duick Nats.
How do you spell that?
Yeah, Caden, how do you think you spell it?
I don't know. You said a lot of weird words that I'm not on
I'm going to continue on. So I'll tell you the 7 members' names and what they play. So Duick Nats plays the Dorinian Beshquiel. Friggin' Dan plays the Kloomhorn, the Gazan, and the string drum. Ikbel Gnot plays the double Jockenmer. Liren Karn plays the second Kulu horn. Nalan Cheel plays, he's just a band filler. Sunil Ed just plays drums. Like, that's the most normal sounding one. He plays drums.
Yeah, just drums. His name's pretty weird too.
Tech Moore plays the Omnibox, and Tedem Dahai is just for fanfare. He's just for fanfare. And so I know this is a thing because when the movies came out, George Lucas used to let people like write books that were canon, and that was one of the books. Somebody went through and every character that you could see in the cantina scene got a name and a backstory for one of the books. That was the entire book, and so that's where all these characters come from and all the character names and stuff like that. So yeah,
that just seems cool. Like a.
Oh wow!
I feel like they were just trying to get money at that point.
Maybe, but you don't know.
Like the
money's important.
Money is important.
Money's important. I don't know if the cantina people and their entire life story is important.
Caden, I looked it up. It's spelled Jizz. I wanted to make sure.
See, I was wondering if it was like.
That's what I was thinking.
1 Z, 2 Z's.
You know,
2 S's and a C or something.
I wanted to make sure what I was saying wasn't bullcrap, so I googled Friggin' Dan and the Modal Nodes music genre. And the big bold letters at the very top of my screen, Jizz. So I'm going to read you the Jizz Wikipedia for Star Wars, not the regular one. Jizz was an upbeat, swinging genre of music, most notably performed by Friggin' Dan and the Modal Nodes and the Max Reboot Band. Other notable Jizz bands include Bobolo, Baker's All Bith Band, Evar Obus and his Galactic Jizz Whalers, Hut with 2 T's. Friggin' Dan 2 and the new Modal Nodes and the Sawzinals. You want to hear some subgenres of Jizz?
Sure.
So ready. Wait.
The Jizz Whale.
Oh, okay.
The Jizz Whale. The Abade and Glitz. Also, the music form Jats was a reminiscent of, or in some way similar to, Jizz. So yeah, that's a thing that exists in Star Wars. So next time you watch a movie, just know that that's what's happening. Okay?
Jizz
is happening.
Yep. I didn't want to say it again. Nope, we're not.
I'm
Please
enjoying
stop.
this podcast so far. The word jizz has came up an unholy amount of times.
You know what, Caden, you can be quiet. And Kyle, will you tell me what you learned today, please?
What did I learn today?
Yeah.
Let's see. I learned that I'm not as bad at chemistry as I thought I did.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. I don't think that's related to the podcast, but like honestly, that's super funny. Thank you so much. I appreciate you letting me know.
How did you learn that, Kyle? I want to know.
Oh, how did you learn that, Kyle? That's a good question.
Well, I learned about jizz today.
Oh, okay. That's funny. I love this. Caden, what did you learn?
I learned that Yoda's not a Muppet, just in case there was any kind of confusion that Yoda and Kermit are related. Now we know they're not.
Now you know that they're not. And I learned that freaking Sunil Edi just plays the drums. He's the drummer. All right. Thank you guys all so much for listening. I love all of you listeners. You guys are amazing. And thank you for giving us 15 minutes of your day to just vibe with us, be chill with us. Before we go, you guys should go follow us on Instagram and TikTok. We're posting new TikToks pretty commonly, and Instagram posts every day because we're awesome like that. Well, not we. Our manager is awesome like that. And so our TikTok and Instagram is at FOR445 PODCAST. And our Twitter, which we also post there pretty commonly, is at FOR445 _PODCAST. So yeah, you should go check us out on there. That'd be much appreciated. All right.
I will maybe make you a part of the Jizz group if you do that.
Caden, are you forming your own jazz off-brand band?
What's it called, Colton? Can you tell me what it's called real quick?
It's a subgenre of a Star Wars subgenre of jazz, Caden. What do you mean?
What's it called?
It's not called anything. It's just there.
Okay.
All right.
But if you had to make a name, what would it be called?
If I made a name, it'd be Jazz.
Yeah, if you had to make...
All right.
Jazz. Okay.
Thank you guys all for listening to 445. I've been Colton Pratt.
And I'm Caden.
And I'm Kyle.
And go lump your rugs.
Lump that rug.
Yeah.
And Kyle, before we go, Katie's not here, so tell our listeners that you love them.
I love you guys.
Wonderful, powerful, great. So, are you guys ready to record?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Hello and welcome to 4445, a 15-minute celebration to get you to 5 o'clock. I'm your host, Colton Pratt.
I'm your best friend, Katie Pratt.
And I'm your mortal animus, Caden Vandergrift.
The mortal animus, Caden Vandergrift, is up in here. Guys, I need to tell the listeners something really fast, okay? So, my friend Caden, your mortal animus, he's not your friend, is a buff boy. And I'm a jealous boy. So now I've joined him for CrossFit for the past 2 days to become a buff boy. And I am sore right now. And I just wanted to share that I am sore because it feels good to be sore. Because it's been a while since I've worked out good. So yeah.
Colton's making his way to be a buff boy.
Yeah, that's the end goal, is to be a buff boy. Alright, sorry, that was unrelated to the day. I just was thinking about how sore I was when I reached for my mouse. And so I wanted to share. Alright, so to get into the question to start us off today. So, I have two questions, actually. So, the first one is, if you were about to make a world-altering change, if you're about to be the first person in the world to do something that changes the whole landscape of science, what would you like your words to be before you did it?
Like I'm unveiling like a product?
You're unveiling a product, Katie stole the day, I think.
No.
Oh, okay. You're unveiling a product, about to reveal a whole new layer of atoms that no one knew about. You're about to be the first person to step on Mars. Anything like that. Like, what would you... Like, all of that is huge. What would be your press?
Introducing this new world-changing product. Get ready. Prepare yourself for... Grow Me!
So
I love Grow Me.
We are a podcast that is getting bigger, slowly bigger. At some point, somebody's going to listen back and be like, what the heck is Grow Me? Because we don't explain it every time. Grow Me is Caden and his friend Drew Dean's magic growing potion that he's made.
It's not magic, it's backed up by science.
It's backed up by science. It doesn't exist yet, but they're still hoping that they'll find it out sometime here.
The only reason I'm doing this podcast is just a big marketing scheme for my Grow Me.
Okay, explain the science to us again.
Yeah, what's the science?
Huh?
Explain the science.
Oh yeah, science.
Explain it.
How, Caden? How? What even is it?
So, Grow Me, it's a product that grows everything in your body, except for your nose and your ears, because there's little, like, veins that block it, so the Grow Me can't actually get into your system. And then you mix the Grow Me with water. You cannot mix with alcohol because nothing mixes well with alcohol. So
That's true.
For a
Very
bit of water.
true.
So,
That's not true.
No, it's so true.
It's so cheap,
bars mix alcohol into tasty drinks all the time. That's like their whole thing.
You don't put medicine into alcohol, Colton, and chug it down.
Colton.
Okay, you said nothing mixes with alcohol. I would like to posit that like vodka mixes with a lot of things. Actually, can't continue. Sorry.
And you take the supplement, the Gromi, and it enters your bloodstream, and it just slowly it doesn't thicken your blood, it just makes the particles bigger, which stretches out your bones and stretches out your muscles and stretches out your skin until to the point where you're just slowly getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Is it visibly bigger for each dose?
So it's kind of
like microscopically bigger, so you take a lot of doses before you can make it.
Yeah, it takes like I say like 3 months to grow like 3 inches, maybe.
Okay, so an inch a month, about. That's your standard.
If you take it to the right amount.
I have a follow-up question. If I don't take it for enough time, will I shrink back to my original state? Is it temporary or permanent change?
It's temporary, or not? Sorry, it's permanent. But if you don't like drink enough water and like give yourself enough nutrients, then it will go back to then you'll go back to your original state.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm following now.
Yeah.
All right, can we get back to the day now? I have a follow-up question. Okay.
Hey, I didn't answer my thing.
What would you say, Caden? I feel like it's going to go out Gromi again. Yeah.
This is Gromi.
Okay.
That's it.
Follow-up question. So you know how there's like space hotels are a thing that's going to be opening soon in the future, a couple years from now? Like hotels where you go into low orbit to just spend the night and you'll travel while you're sleeping because it goes around the orbit. So would you consider those people astronauts?
Yes, absolutely.
100%.
Is today something to do with astronauts?
It does.
Today has something to do with the first man on the moon.
It does.
One small step for man.
Isn't Neil Armstrong's birthday?
No, it's a National Astronaut Day.
Oh. Well, what's Neil Armstrong's birthday?
I don't know, Katie.
Figure it out.
Look it up,
technology,
sister.
Man.
Did you guys know that astronauts have their own kind of ice cream?
Yeah, astronaut ice cream. I heard of that. Thank you.
Caden swooping in with the fun facts.
Caden, do you know anything about astronaut ice cream?
I do know that astronauts are not Muppets also.
Yeah, yesterday that was a fun fact Caden brought to the table, was that Yoda was not a Muppet.
He could have been.
No, he wasn't, though.
He could have been. He could have been Kermit the Frog.
He's not, Katie. He was a fun
fact. But he's not. That's the fun fact is that he's not a Muppet.
Well, he could have been a Muppet. Fun fact about Star Wars May the 4th is that Yoda could have been a Muppet.
But he's not. Yeah, my fun fact contradicts your fun fact, and it kind of tears it down like a weed whacker.
Well, my fun fact is the truth, and yours are lies.
Nope, all the way around.
No,
Katie got that backwards for a second. Also, when I was wildly searching to find the fact about the guys with the big heads last episode, I was typing something about Star Wars, and is Yoda a Muppet did autofill into the bar.
Yoda is a Muppet.
So apparently
Confirmed.
A lot of people are confused about that.
I've never questioned that once.
Yeah, I always thought it wasn't a Muppet. What, Katie? NASA? I looked up astronaut facts, and Katie found one line that she wanted me to read. Katie, you want to read it for us?
Okay, this line is from Factinate.com about astronauts. NASA has officially stated that if anyone has ever had sex in space, they know nothing about it.
So as far as we know, no one has managed to do that. I also happen to know that the blood pressure in space is low enough that can't actually, the guys, unless they figure out a new system, the guys can't contribute.
Viagra, Colton, a lot of Viagra.
No, the blood is not they're not in it. It's that there's not enough blood pressure. The blood floats around enough that there's not enough pressure to get it. You get it. I'm following. This is a family show, guys. We should get back on the family show section. I feel like we've been talking a lot.
It's educational, Colton. They talk about sex on National Geographic.
They do. You want to know another fun fact?
Yep.
In 2017, more than 18,000 people applied to join NASA's astronaut class. There's almost 3 times the number of applicants were received in 2012, and far surpasses the records of 8,000 applications in 1978. So people really want to be astronauts, apparently.
Well, no kidding. Who else gets the chance to go into space? You could possibly be the first person to have sex in space.
Possibly. They don't know about
And
it.
now we're talking, Katie.
That's our goal.
That's an achievement to unlock.
Yeah.
Caden's becoming an astronaut solely so he can be the first person to have sex in space.
Caden, who are you bringing with you to make
Don't
that
answer
achievement?
Oh.
No,
That's a hard one.
You don't have to answer that,
Do not
Caden.
answer that, Caden.
I'm bringing...
No, do not answer that,
just kidding,
Caden.
I'm not going to answer.
Good call. You want to know the next fun fact about NASA? About space from Factinate?
Yeah, of course.
The selection process for NASA takes 18 months, and of the thousands of applications received, only 8 to 14 individuals will get the opportunity to become an astronaut.
That doesn't seem super fun.
Yeah, honestly, I never had the urge to become an astronaut because I've seen all the training stuff, like videos of the training stuff that they have to do. And it just seems really physically demanding for 18 months to be like, yo, I was one of the 30 people who have been in space. Like, it's not even that cool. No one even cares if you walked on the moon anymore. That's nothing.
Right.
That's nothing. I don't even know if it pays well.
You know what I think we should do?
What should we do?
I think we should all make astronaut names for ourselves.
Astronaut
Okay, that's a good
names?
idea. I want to be, can I be, let me think of a good, okay, you go first and I'm still thinking
so
of one.
is it going to be like a first name, astronaut name, last name? So
It's
like,
whatever
it's
you
like
feel
an
in your
astronaut
heart.
nickname? Kaden, give me an example of what you would do.
You could say like, Sir Bartholomew Moonwalker or something like that.
Sir Bartholomew.
I feel like you just took Skywalker and changed it a little.
Yeah.
Do you still have May the 4th with you?
Oh yeah, it's
on your
space.
brain?
It's space days back to back. We got
Space Days.
we got space days.
Oh,
I
I
would-
come on, get some variety in this podcast.
My
Come
bad.
on.
I thought astronauts would be funny to talk about. My
That's what I do.
nickname would be Colton Rocket Pratt. And so people at the astronaut training would just call me Rocket. For
I
two
would
reasons.
just call you Rock.
For two reasons. One, because I rock everything I do. And two, space rockets. That applies if I'm a spaceman.
Mine would be the Big Wind.
Katie would be working for NASA to break the sound barrier, as if she'd be Katie Breaking Wind Pratt.
No, I wouldn't. I'm just the Big Wind.
I like the big wind also implies farting. It
I
feels
know.
like.
I thought it was funny.
Okay. Right here is an image of astronaut candidates, and it's like probably 20 people, one person of color, so lots and lots of very rectangular white dudes.
They are so rectangular.
Yeah.
That is so weird.
Every-
They all have
they-
very rectangular faces.
And their haircuts are all rectangular. Like, it doesn't seem like they need to have that because there are two people in there that don't have the standard rectangular haircut, but they all rectangular. Man, if you find this image, anybody ever, it's from Wikipedia comments of all the astronauts. The guy in the bottom left looks super happy to be there.
He does. He looks so excited.
Yeah, everybody else looks like they're faking a smile. Dude in the bottom left is just like ear to ear grinning.
He works at NASA. Wouldn't that be great?
I like the way you said he works at NASA.
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 I just had to say it how he.
Hi, I work at
Is he wearing
NASA.
like big thick glasses too?
No, he's not. He's rectangular face. Hi, I work at NASA. I fly the rockets.
Hi, I work at NASA.
Hi, my name's Breaking Wind, and I work for NASA.
My name is the Big Wind.
No, this guy's name is Breaking Wind.
Oh, Breaking Wind. He stole my nickname.
Katie, I want to roll. I work at NASA. What do you do?
I'm not role playing
Dang
NASA
it, Katie.
astronauts with
We're-
you.
I
That's
will
what
play with people
all
on-
astronauts sound like. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
You sound like Jim Carrey.
NASA.
All right,
I feel like every
all right.
person that works
Kaden,
at NASA has to announce that they work at NASA.
Yeah, they do.
'Cause that's
a,
cool.
That's a law.
They have a. You know how I have like a NASA shirt? They all wear those, but then underneath it says, "But actually," so it says NASA, but actually. Kaden, what did you learn today, buddy?
I learned. This is always so hard because I gotta think of something.
I got one.
I thought you said something about Fazoli's right then. And I was like, oh, okay. Katie-
Fazoli's sponsored the first rocket ship into space.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Katie, what did you learn today?
Fazoli sponsored
okay.
the first rocket ship into space.
Kaden, you could take Kyle Dennis's approach, who was our guest yesterday, and just tell him something you learned in the day, not necessarily from the podcast. And it's not a bad option. It works. Caden, what did you learn? Let's hear it.
I learned that Colton got new AirPods and he took a nap in study hall.
Yeah, I did. Okay, Caden brought this up, so now I need to share. I took a nap in study hall today, and some kid that I talked to a couple times walked up to me, and I woke up with him standing over me, balancing his pencil on my nose. Like, what kind of creep is, sees a sleeping dude? I wasn't sleeping weird. I was sleeping with resting my head in my hand.
What if you were drooling?
It was under a mask. They wouldn't even know.
Oh, that's true.
I kept waking up and be like, I need to close my mouth. And I realized that no one was going to tell that my mouth was open. But, imagine the audacity to come up to me and be like, I'm going to balance this. And when I woke up, it had been attached to my mask in such a way that I woke up jolted, and I moved my head, and it stayed. It stayed balanced on my nose for a second until I realized it was there and yanked it off because it was attached to my back. And I learned that I work at NASA. All right. Thank you guys all so much for... But actually, thank you guys all so much for listening. Katie, if I wanted to find us on Instagram and or TikTok, what would I search on those?
Okay, when you go to those two websites and go to the search bar and then click on the search bar and then when I say letter, type a letter. When I say number, type a number. Ready, go. FOR445PODCAST. And then on Twitter, go to the search bar. Ready, when I say a letter, type a letter. When I say a number, type a number. FOR445_PODCAST. And then follow, like, and subscribe and share.
Thank you, guys. Also, you should follow us on Instagram now, because now our manager is doing great, and she's posting reels of us.
She is so great.
Yeah, she's amazing. She posted a reel of us as kids singing our Star Wars song that we made up for Caden's mother.
You guys cut out the end when I go,
because it's
my mother.
Yeah,
it only has 30 seconds.
30 seconds, so it got cut off, which is unfortunate.
Come on.
Just know, Caden, do an impression of what the end of it sounded like.
Peace to my mother.
That's exactly how it ended. And it's funny because I put my hand in the video on his shoulder to tell him to stop cuckoo-keying and to say peace to my mother. All right.
Give me a physical cue to stop singing, and I kept going.
Yeah, it's good. All right. Thank you guys all so much for listening. I appreciate you. You should share this with your friends and come back tomorrow. All right? And go ahead and go lump those rugs. Goodbye.
Go lump that rug.
I love
Lump
you.
it.
Peace to your mother.
Peace to your mother. Let me burp before I go. Oh, that was a vomit.
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Hi.
You ready to record?
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah.
Hello and welcome to 4445, a 15-minute celebration to get you to 5 o'clock. I'm your host and best friend, Katie Pratt, also the most important member of this team.
I'm your secondary host, Colton Pratt, and the most important member of this team.
Wait.
Who are you?
So what am I? I am the third host and the second most important person on this team. And I'm Caden.
I think we're all the most important member of this team.
I think we're all very important to this team.
I'm probably the least important since I put in the least effort. I did make a logo.
She did make a logo. I haven't changed it all yet.
I think I did the least effort, Katie.
I should probably
Well, you also come and record. You have a good mic, unlike me. You know, it's like a balance. It's like we balance each other. Colton does the most work by far.
Colin does like 96% of the work.
And the extra 2% for each of us.
I was going to say, I would say I did 96% before Grace Green, my wonderful girlfriend and manager, took over Instagram for me, because now she does, like, every day makes a cute little graphic that I was doing for the first week, and was absolutely my least favorite part of it, all of this. And now she was like, she says, I enjoy graphic design. And I was like, cool. And she said, you want me to? And I said, sure. And so now she does it, and it makes me very happy.
Okay.
Makes me happy too. She does a good job.
She does a
great
good job.
job.
Shout out Grace Green. Anyways, let me continue about today's date.
An occasion.
What is the name of your first pet?
My first pet, I think was named Sid. Is that the first one I had? No. Bob and Larry the goldfish.
You didn't have those. You were a baby. They were mine.
One of them was mine.
No, it wasn't. I picked out both. Bob and Larry were my fish.
Okay. I was alive.
Are Bob and Larry named after VeggieTales?
Yes,
They were indeed.
Colton's not even alive. Colton literally couldn't walk at that point. I went into the fish store. I picked them out. I fed them and took care of them. It was a PetSmart.
That's the fish story.
And I picked the two that I wanted, and the guy with the scooper like went in there and picked the two specifically that I was wanting. Mm-hmm. And then I took good care of them. One of them died before the other, and it was very sad.
Didn't the first one get stuck in the filter?
No, I think it died and its body got sucked into the filter.
That's nasty.
Oh,
I didn't get sucked into it; just like was stuck to the side of it.
So then its little fish guts have been filtering out to its friend.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cannibalism.
Which one
right
died
there.
first?
It didn't eat it.
Speaking of
He wasn't eating it, Colin. He was living in it. I might be a little bit
more than one
worse.
question.
Wait, no, I have something to say real
I
quick.
have more than one question.
Talking about animal cannibalism. You know the guy that on TikTok got famous for saying, in New York?
Joshua...
That dude?
World of T-shirts?
Yeah.
I love him.
He's become more and more manic, and now he's very angry at a video claiming that New York City was his town.
No,
and
it's
then,
because he was excited to be in New York.
And
I
then
saw it. I love it.
And then his follow-up TikTok was him feeding chicken nuggets to chicken. Like live chickens, he fed the chicken nuggets.
Oh, well, I just like, he's my city now.
Yeah.
I like him. He walks literally, if you map like all of the TikToks he puts out in a day, he literally like covers the entire city of New York twice. He walks like 10 miles a day just around New York City. And then he walks like his 2 hours to get back home. It's wild. Like his walking, and then if you find him live streaming, you can like find where he is and meet up with him. People have done that before. Anyways, we're off topic. Caden, name your first pet.
My first pet, his name was Brady. He was a dog.
By Katie's logic, my first pet would have been Sedona, who was also a dog. She was very fat. I loved her.
Okay, Caden. Okay, so I'm looking at a video of you right now. Is that your dog in the background holding completely statue still?
Is it black?
No, there's a white dog. It looks like on your couch.
It looks like your dog behind you,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's.
Oh, that's Bella.
Why is she completely?
Well, it's not
still?
Bella. It's not Bella. It's a pillow.
Oh!
That is so freaky. She's not moving at all.
There's one of Tito too. It's right
There was a pillow of his dog named Bella over the shoulder of him for this entire time that has not moved an inch, and Katie thought it was his dog.
I thought she might have died or something. It was scary.
That would have been a terrible time to find out.
Yes, it would have. Okay,
while
what's your
recording.
mother's maiden name?
Are you trying to get our passwords?
No, these are my questions for this morning. What's your mother's maiden name?
It's Johnson. Kane, what's your mother's maiden name?
here. Frederick.
Okay, good. I think we both lied there.
Nope, mine was real.
What was the name of the street you grew up on?
I don't actually remember.
Dumb Street. Dumb Boulevard.
I think mine was Walnut Tree Lane. I'm changing these because I legitimately don't want to put out this information on my internet.
Well, okay, what's the name of your third grade teacher?
I'll tell this one. That's Mrs. Dixon. I asked her to give me my diploma.
Aw.
Yeah, she was my second choice though.
Oh.
It was your first choice.
Miss Cicely, because she's at the actual high school. And I think COVID, they wanted people from the actual high school.
Did Miss Dixon say yes?
Oh no, I put it on my little sheet. I need to email her.
Okay.
But she was my if Miss Cicely can't, Miss Dixon will, which that's cool because she was my third grade teacher and my first grade teacher, and she was super nice, and I was her favorite, so I got away with a lot of stuff. It was cool. I saw kids doing the same thing as me, getting in trouble, and I just kind of didn't. It was awesome.
Okay. I have another question for you.
Why do you have more password questions?
What city were you born?
What city were you born? Grove City.
Wrong.
Where was I born?
Columbus.
Kane, where were you
Also,
born?
I think Columbus.
Okay, today is National Password Day.
Okay.
And so I was getting your passwords. You all failed the test miserably. Now I can log into all of your important data.
I want it to be known, every single one of those, other than the dog name, the teacher name, and the city, were lies. And one of them was unintentionally a lie. And I forgot the real answer. So, haha, try to get into my
Katie,
stuff.
you're dumb.
Katie's not dumb. The listeners are, who try to steal my stuff. Today,
Yeah,
by the way,
listeners.
speaking of passwords, today, for some reason, my banking app just didn't, when I logged in, it's supposed to normally it just scans my face and lets me in, and it didn't scan my face, and so I literally had forgotten what my password and username were, so I had to do a bunch of digging through all my files to find it, and it was very stressful because I was already kind of not in the mood because it was already running late, and Mom was making me cash a check that had been sitting on the counter for 3 days. So
yeah, your mom was telling us about that.
Yeah.
When I was at your house.
So yeah,
You're like, I already cashed that check. He's like, no, you didn't. You're like, I already did. I swear.
I didn't. I thought I did for sure, but I didn't. Yeah, absolutely didn't. So I got you today. It was great. And she wanted me to write a thank you note. It was for a graduation gift. And I could not read the name that was signed because it was in such probably great looking, but for me, hard to read cursive.
Right.
And also, like when you sign your signature, you don't actually put all the letters. You just gotta make shapes that are semi-letter shaped.
Yeah. I'm really bad at signing things. I hate my signature, and I can't figure out how to do a good one. And people have tried to teach me, and they look so good when other people do it for me, but I just can't do it. And I usually make other people sign my things for me. Is that bad to say?
Yeah. It'd be easy to counterfeit anything.
Isn't that plagiarism?
Okay, I take back what I said. I don't usually let people do that.
When we are inevitably big enough to be signing things, you're gonna know that one of the signatures was faked.
The one that's on my license is real.
My signature style.
I hope so.
The way I sign things, I put big C, squiggle, 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 and then put a line where the T would be in my name. And for my last name, big P, squiggle, 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 line where the T's would be if I was writing them. And it looks good, and I practiced it like 100 times in 6th grade one day while my teacher was teaching something. I don't remember what it was. On my paper, I was just writing I was workshopping what I wanted my signature to look like. And I found a good quick one to do that's pretty consistent looking. So yeah, that's awesome.
My signature is pretty bad. Whenever we were signing for like student council, you'd have to sign put your signature on a piece of paper to like.
You were in student council?
No, other people were in student council when they were like trying to get signatures.
Oh.
And
how do you have a bad signature? What makes a signature bad?
Oh,
so
look
I
at
signed
mine.
my signature. I signed my signature, and everyone was like, "Wow, that signature sucks. You could sign it twice, and no one would ever notice." And I was like, "Nah, you're a liar." And then someone came up to me and said, "Hey, can you sign my paper?" And I signed it, and then I realized, wait, I already signed your paper.
So you didn't recognize your own signature?
Nope.
Man, my signature, I feel is pretty identifiable. I think that I can read my own, but like if you saw it, you wouldn't be able to tell that it was mine. You wouldn't be able to like read that it says Colton Pratt, but I would be able to tell that is my signature. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Sorry to interrupt, but now we need to tell you about our sponsor for today. Today's episode is brought to you by Brush. Brush is an electric toothbrush that will change the way you think about brushing your teeth. It has powerful sonic technology and ultra-gentle bristles. That means the Brush redefines what it means to have super clean teeth. Caden, take it away.
It's like that feeling when you just leave the dentist, You know that feeling when they've flossed your teeth, they've stuck that little stabby thing into your teeth, and it just feels great. You have a fresh, whole clean mouth every single day with this Brush. Katie, what will our listeners do?
Our listeners will get 15% off their purchase with the code POD15. But okay, ready? When I say a letter, type a letter. When I say a number, type a number. Ready? P. It's all capital letters too this time. When I say capital, it's capital. If I don't say capital, it's a lowercase. Ready? Capital P, capital O, capital D, 15. Follow the link in the show notes to enter the code POD15. That is capital P, capital O, capital D, 15. Obviously, when I said a capital, it means capital letter. To get your exclusive discount and upgrade your oral care routine.
Yeah, so thank you, Bruce, for sponsoring today's episode. Now we get back to the show.
Bye.
Go Bruce that Bruce.
I love you.
All right. More about passwords. Katie, this is a weird one to talk about.
Oh, well, I just thought it was fun to try to figure out your guys' passwords.
I don't use any of that stuff for my password.
Hey, Katie.
Well, I know yes.
What's your password?
My password is 8.
For life.
8, bubblegum, watermelon, pink.
Yeah, her password is...
Wait, it's not 88.
Oh, not 88.
No, I forgot.
What is it?
It's...
What is it, Katie?
9.
9.
8.
98.
2.
2. 982.
Blue.
Blue.
Jingle bells.
Jingle bells, okay.
FOR 445 PODCAST.
And then written out it says, when I type a number, when I say a number, type a number. When I see a letter, type a letter. My password always is 5318008. Because if you type that in a calculator, flip it upside down, it said boobies.
That is so childish.
So
but I love it.
Also, my mom had a collection of what are they called? Dominoes, like big decorative dominoes on our counter. So I collected them and found 2 8s, 2 0s, a 1, a 3, and a 5, and I laid them all across in a certain way so that they were different than every other one. And I told everybody about it, and it stayed like that for a while. Where it stayed like that, where if anybody asked why those 8 ones were important or why the 7 were important, my mom would have to look at them and say, "It's because it spells boobies if you type it on a calculator." And I think that's wonderful.
That is actually pretty funny. That's clever.
That's a good
clever boy. Clever boy.
Those
clever
numbers.
Clever boy.
I'm like a velociraptor. I'm a clever girl. All right. Thank you guys all.
Wait, what? Hold on, what?
Have you guys not seen from Jurassic Park? It was a good joke for Jurassic Park. The guy says "clever girl," and then the the velociraptor eats him.
I remember that.
Huh.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys all so much for listening to this episode of 4445. I love you. That's
Hey!
Katie's thing. Katie, I was going to end it, and then I remembered that that's not what we do yet, because I need to know what our Instagram
when you're in
TikTok are.
Instagram and TikTok, go to the search bar. Ready? FOR445 PODCAST. When I said a letter, type a letter. When I said a number, type a number. Obviously. And then
Obviously.
For Twitter, go to the search bar and type FOR445 _ PODCAST.
I would like to see someday somebody tweet at us a screenshot of them typing whatever first day Katie doesn't say the type of number thing, to have it say typed out FOR and typed out the FOR FIVE podcast, and then have it say it's not working. What's wrong? I think that'd be funny. Tweet that at me and I'll show Katie. Well, at the podcast, because none of us actually have Twitter. Yes, Caden.
What'd you learn?
Oh, Kaden! Ooh,
Kaden.
taking the initiative.
I thought you just forgot.
Why did you sound aroused?
Ooh. That wasn't my aroused sounding voice, but I appreciate you saying.
What's your aroused sounding voice? Can we hear it?
No, you can't, actually. My sister's here, Kaden.
You would do it in front of Caden if I wasn't. I'm leaving.
No, don't leave. I
This is so awkward. He turned all red.
yeah, I'm feeling pretty awkward now. I learned Caden was right. Doing the I learned part at the end is very hard when I'm not ready for it. Katie, what'd you say?
I knew it.
I learned that the Vandergriffs have stuffed animals of their dogs on their couch. Freaky stuffed animals of their dogs on their couch.
Yeah, they are kind of freaky.
Do your dogs ever bark at the pillows?
I think they're cute.
No, I don't think they even know where they're at. I don't think they know they're here. Because they're new.
All right. Kaden, what did you learn? Good sir.
I learned that if you tell a velociraptor clever girl, it'll eat you.
That's fair.
That is true. That's true. It sounds patronizing. Patronizing?
Patronizing.
Patronizing.
Both sound good to me.
I don't know which one's
Is there a
right.
difference?
I don't know.
Maybe. All right. Thank you guys all so much for listening for this episode of 4445. I've been Colton Pratt.
I'm Katie, your best friend.
And I'm Caden. The Immortal Inimus. You hate me, you hate my guts, you hate my family, you hate my dogs, you hate my pillow dogs.
Your guts are beautiful.
But if you're my enemy, if I'm your enemy, am I their enemy or are they my enemy?
It's a mutual thing.
Yeah, it's mutual. They're both moral enemies of each other.
So we're enemies.
Enemy.
You guys are enemy. All right.
Enemies.
Hello,
all right.
Enemy.
Go lump your rug, and then remember that we are awesome.
Lump that rug, and we are
I
awesome.
love you.
Even if you're my mortal inimus.
There you go.
Hello and welcome to
You're jumping right into it.
Yeah.
So, are you fellow hosts ready to record?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's do it. Hello, welcome to 4445. 15-minute celebration to get you to the greatest hour of the day. The big 5 o'clock. I'm your host, Caden Vandergrift.
I'm your best friend.
Go ahead, Kitty.
I'm your best friend, Katie Pratt.
And I am your mortal enemies, Colton Pratt. I have stolen Caden's bit and called myself an enemies. Also, I feel like Katie and I should coordinate, because it feels like every time that Katie does the day, Katie and I talk over each other. So maybe we should I think it's just a thing, though. I feel like it'd be weird to actually get it right. You don't, though, because you start sometimes.
No, I always go second. When I don't start, I go second. That's the rule.
She does say that every time.
I say that every time.
You're right, she does. Kaden, what's your question?
Okay, you are in a void of space.
Of course I am.
As always.
You have...
What's new?
The infamous Bosco sticks to the right.
Okay. Like from school?
Yes.
Yeah, school Bosco sticks.
Okay. Those are basically just pizza crusts.
Wait, what's another good school lunch?
Ooh, I like the stuffed crust pizza ones.
You have the
I like
stuffed
breakfast.
crust pizza to the left, and the breakfast straight ahead. Katie, what do you want?
The breakfast?
Katie, what do you like?
Ew.
The pancakes are good.
Wrong.
Okay, my bad. Katie, where do you go?
I liked the really bad like chicken patties, like the spicy chicken patties.
Those are good.
I bought the
I don't
spicy
like
chicken
them.
patties as my food every single day in 7th and 8th grade.
Oh,
I would take off the bun and just eat the patty.
Ooh,
gross.
Okay, empty void of space. Okay, you have a roof above you, floor below you. So it's definitely not empty.
I'm okay.
Okay. You have Bosco sticks to the right, pizza straight ahead.
Yep. Gross, Kaden.
Is that a fart?
That was the fart Kate just did.
Yeah,
that was.
in the
I can't believe that was loud enough that the mic picked it up. That's crazy, Kaden. Okay, he's just snickering. You're just cackling.
You have the breakfast behind you. And the chicken patties to the left. If they were all gonna fight it out, which one do you think would win?
Chicken patties.
It's a fight. Yeah, chicken patty does have a lot of like meat on its bones. Obviously, 'cause it's just meat, no bones. I feel like the other ones are too floppy. Yeah, I feel like chicken patty wins a fight. It's got the most weight behind it.
I think the chicken patty is just really solid. Like it's very dense.
Yeah.
You think the chicken patty could beat them all 3-on-1?
Can't knock that guy over.
I don't know if it'll be 3-on-1, but like they're all fighting each other too, right? Or is it like a 3-on-1 thing?
No,
is it all each other?
Okay. Yeah, the chicken patty wins.
Chicken patty wins.
But if they target chicken patty, he might lose.
What if they all
I feel like all three of them can overpower chicken patty by themselves.
What if they did
But if it was a free-for-all, chicken patty wins. Well, if they did that, if 3v1, none of them could win. The 3 is always better in my mind.
I think chicken patty could beat all 3 of them in a 3v1.
Really? Even Bosco sticks?
Well, I like it.
I
didn't like the Bosco sticks that much.
Okay, Kane, tell me, why are we fighting foods?
Okay, this one actually makes sense. It's National Lunch Hero Day, which celebrates our great and not so great lunch ladies and lunchmen.
Aww.
At school.
Lunch ladies and lunchmen.
The lunch ladies were always so nice. The lunch lady in elementary school,
she was so nice.
Basically had all of our little school codes memorized, so that I didn't even have to type it in. She just knew who I was when I walked up. She's like, "Oh, hi, Katie," and then would type in my number for me.
I always thought that was so crazy that she could remember everyone's.
I know she was insane. I liked her a lot. Just
see, that's for me. I have always had in high school the lunch ladies. There was one, I always wait in one line, even though it was longer and slower most of the time, because the lady at the very end of the line was super nice. Nobody else in the line was nice, and also, no one else was very good at understanding what I was saying. So if I was saying, like, hey, could I get 2 of those? You basically had to scream it for any of them to look up at you. But the lady at the very end of the line was always, like super nice and also understanding, because my orders basically consisted of, like, just a random amalgamation of things. Because I was super picky, and still am super picky.
I just take what they give me.
You buy food in high school?
I did sophomore and junior year.
Yeah, I never bought lunch in high school. I never once.
Why not ever?
Why not ever? Because I didn't eat lunch in high school.
You did on Chicken Patty Day.
Only 7th and 8th grade were chicken patties. They had them every single day. It was like the option if you didn't want what they regularly had.
Yeah.
They had spicy chicken patties.
Eating lunch is healthy. You need to eat lunch. Everybody out there, if you eat 3 meals a day. It's very important.
I agree.
And we love you, and we want you to be healthy and well fed. So please eat 3 meals a day. Katie, speaking of 3 meals a day, didn't you in elementary school you were skipping breakfast for a while, and then your parents told you had to eat something, and then what was your solution?
I would eat one slice of bread that I would take to the garbage, peel the crust off, and squish the bread into a ball that I could fit in my mouth in one bite.
Man, your life has been revolving around bread since you were a child, apparently.
I love bread.
But
you want to know how to make the best fresh bread?
Time out. No, she would eat one slice of bread, nothing on it, just squished into a fist-shaped ball. Yes. And then one bite as her breakfast every morning. So like, what grades with this, Katie?
3rd and 4th.
3rd and 4th.
So why did you put it in a ball?
Because I wanted to be able to eat it in one bite.
You didn't... Why did you eat why was your breakfast just one single slice of white bread?
Because I wasn't allowed to not eat breakfast.
Eat something else. I ate cereal every morning. It was like a lack of time. We got up at the same time.
I know. I just was never hungry in the mornings.
I feel That's that. True. I'm not really hungry in the mornings either. But I kind of have to force myself to eat. Because if not, my stomach would like growl. And it's really awkward when you're sitting there and your stomach's going...
That was an amazing stomach growl noise. I have the same thing. If I get up, especially for high school, I get up 15 minutes before I'm leaving. And then quickly speed run everything I need to do in the morning. And eating so close to me waking up really makes me have to puke. Like, it feels like I have to puke. Yeah. So I normally grab one granola bar, carry it to my car, and eat it, drive to the school, and then eat it in the parking lot. And it works out great.
I, in college, didn't eat breakfast.
Katie!
Katie?
I just don't eat breakfast.
No, Katie, you need 3 meals.
At least that one piece of bread.
Do you eat two lunches? You need 3 meals. You need 3 meals a day, Katie. I care about you. Please eat 3 meals a day.
I'm sorry. I eat lots of fresh baked bread because when I go to work, I don't have time to eat breakfast. And then also, they don't give us food or a break, so I just eat so many rolls that I've eaten so much bread.
Talk about a carb load right there.
Yeah, you're always ready for a marathon the next day.
Yes, I am.
I only
eat like 2 or 3 rolls a day.
Every day, Katie goes to sleep. Wait, is that your entire intake for the day? Is 2 or 3 rolls? Is that what you were telling me?
Yeah. Oh, and then I would go home and microwave the chimichanga.
Katie,
I care about you. You need to eat good, please.
Microwave chimichangas have protein in them.
Okay, Katie, you can't say you eat 2 or 3 rolls plus 1 chimichanga a day is not enough food, and you know it.
Okay, on days that I work, that is what I eat. I eat more on other days.
Okay, I can't. This is not even for the podcast anymore. I am your brother, and I really care about you, and I need you to eat the right amount of food.
Oh, it's definitely for the podcast.
Okay, today I had sushi and crab rangoons and Baconator fries.
Your metabolism is going to be like all whacked up.
I know.
It's been running on scraps for days, and then you go in and you're like, I'm going to eat all day long, and your metabolism is like. So what do we do with this now? All of that was
within the last 2 hours.
What?
Good job, Katie.
Thank you.
No, not good. She didn't eat breakfast again, Kaden.
But she ate a lot at the end of the day.
What did you eat today, Colton?
What did I eat today? I ate a granola bar for breakfast, I ate Arby's for lunch, and I ate a hamburger for dinner.
I feel like you can eat more than that in the morning, Colton. Granola bar's not enough.
Not even one granola bar. Not even one. Kaden, don't try and turn this on me like I'm the bad guy. Kaden doesn't eat.
You want to know what I eat for breakfast?
What?
Actually, I used to just eat like 2 granola bars.
2 granola bars, oh.
But now, I decided to eat, my mom made me like eat real food. So then I eat blueberries, 2 hard-boiled eggs, a Cliff Bar, and then a protein shake. But I drink the protein shake like throughout the day.
Wow, like you actually do breakfast.
I do. I used to not do breakfast at all. Then I decided, I should probably do this.
How come, like, everybody our age, I don't know if it's happened to every other people, just wait for a time. I think every person has gone for a time where they were like, no, in 8th grade I didn't eat breakfast. Or, like, 4th grade I didn't eat breakfast.
Right.
Like, why is that a thing? Breakfast is so important, and it's, like, advertised to us constantly that you need to eat breakfast. And then we just, in high school, everyone's just like, nah, it's good.
Right. That's because they have no time in the
I have an idea of why that is. Because high school forces teenagers to get up way too early for teenagers to get up. And so we are trying desperately to get out of the door as early as possible. I try desperately to sleep in as much as I can while still not being late.
What did they tell you to, like, what time do they tell you to get up at?
Who's they?
Who's that?
Like scientists. I don't know. The all-knowing sleep scientist. His name's Greg.
normal sleep cycle, it's weird. So for kids, it's like the same as adults. For adults it's shorter, but it's like 8 to 8 or something like that. 8 to whatever for kids. And then teenagers, it does shift later in the night, so it goes to like midnight to 9 is the normal, or midnight to 8, I guess would be the normal.
Huh.
So basically it shifts from earlier to later, back to earlier again, is like the normal sleep cycle. In one study I read, it could be very wrong because I was only the one. All right, Caden, what did you learn today?
I learned that there's a sleep, this is what I just made up, but I learned there's a sleep scientist named, I think I said Greg, might have been Dave. It's one of the two.
Greg or Dave? Gregor. Can we do Greg or Dave? The sleep scientist. His name is Gregor.
Great.
Last name Dave. Gregor or Dave?
I say Dave or Greg.
The sleep scientist. Daver is in the name. Katie?
Yep.
What did you learn today?
I learned that you all eat breakfast because you went through a phase of not eating breakfast and then people scolded you for it and now you eat breakfast again.
And I'm scolding you right now until you eat breakfast again. Yeah, I'm scolding Katie until she eats breakfast.
Hey, Katie.
Everybody scold Katie.
Colin, because Colin eats one granola bar. That has like...
That's
nothing.
better than nothing. That's better than 2 rolls and an enchilada in the whole day.
You're right. But you're scolding Katie, I'm scolding you.
Chimichanga, sorry.
I'm sure somebody's out there
scolding
me right now. My mom.
Yeah, we make a big loop of the world of scolding.
Hey, now we're talking.
All right. And I learned that chicken meat patty would beat other breakfast lunch foods in a fight. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Happy Lunch Lady Day. Tell your local lunch ladies.
Say thank you to them.
Yeah.
Extra thank you.
Appreciate them.
Thank you. I know somebody who I'm pretty sure is a lunch lady, but she might just work in the lunchroom. But her name is Desiree. Thank you, Desiree, for all you do for the school.
Oh, I know her.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she's a lunch lady. If I'm wrong, it's going to be super embarrassing. No.
Oh.
She's a lunch lady.
Oh.
You don't know her.
No, I don't
all right.
know her.
Thank you guys all so much for listening. Go to Katie, where?
On Twitter and Instagram. No, on
Ooh.
Instagram and TikTok. Go to the search bar, and when I say letter, type a letter. When I say number, type a number. Ready, go. FOR445 PODCAST. And then on Twitter, go to the search bar, and when I say a letter, type a letter. When I say a number, type a number. Ready, go. FOR445 _PODCAST.
Thank you, Katie. We appreciate everything you do.
Not as much as lunch ladies. I appreciate lunch ladies.
Not as much as lunch ladies. All right.
I appreciate lunch ladies. We love lunch ladies, and I love you.
Thank you guys all so much for listening to 4445. I'm Colton Pratt.
I'm Katie.
Katie's like, I always go second, and then she hesitates when she has to go second.
Sorry, I forgot we do this.
I'm Caden, and
go lump your rug.
I love you.
Don't lump your lunch lady's rug, though, because it's her day today.
Wouldn't it be so upsetting if we lost you all of a sudden?